Hey, how's it going, guys? Mr. Boss for the win here, and in today's GTA video, we are going to be talking about everything we know so far about Grand Theft Auto 6, confirmed details, leaked information, and a whole lot more. So I don't know about you guys, but over the last couple of days and weeks with all this new information coming out, it's a little confusing, and I wanted to put together a video that keeps everything in a nice, neat timeline. So that's what we're going to be discussing today. And let's start from the very beginning. This happened in about 2016 when a rumor came out that Grand Theft Auto 6 was in development and that it was going to take place in Tokyo. Now, these rumors were eventually shot down, but I do believe this is when we started to get the first signs of this game being in development, which, given how long it took to make Red Dead Redemption 2, it should have been obvious at that point that that was occurring. Now, as far as the Tokyo rumors, that was eventually shut down by Dan Houser. Dan Houser, who's one of the leads at Rockstar Games, actually said in a quote that Grand Theft Auto is America and that it is entirely a parody of America and that going back to the East wouldn't really make sense and that future Grand Theft Auto installments will continue to be in America for the most part, which we'll talk about in a little bit. So that sort of ruled out the idea of going to Japan. Following that, there was a little bit of a hiatus, but in March of 2018, there was a huge leak that was dropped for Grand Theft Auto 6 that came from the media outlet The Know, who said to have a very reputable source that confirmed this information. And basically what they said is that GTA 6 will take place in 2 locations, feature the series' first female lead character, and could be releasing as late as 2022. So this report claimed that GTA 6 would take place in Vice City, but also we would have to fly to South America for some missions. That's really cool, and I really liked that concept. And that it would also feature a female character as one of the main leads. Now, during this leak, there were no more details on whether players will take control of one or more protagonists as we do in GTA 5. And then for the release date, at the time, they said it is at least 3 to 4 years away, which would put Grand Theft Auto 6's release around 2022. However, of course, knowing Rockstar, that is definitely subject to change. Now, with this information that Grand Theft Auto would be returning to Vice City, many wondered if it would feature Tommy Vercetti's Vice City in the 1980s. Well, a recent quote from Dan Houser might mean that that is actually the case. This comes from a GQ magazine interview just a couple of days before Red Dead Redemption 2 released. This is a direct quote. Dan Houser is thankful he's not releasing Grand Theft Auto 6 in the age of Trump. It's really unclear what we would even do, let alone how upset people would get with whatever we did, says the co-founder of Rockstar Games. Both intense liberal progression and intense conservatism are both very militant and very angry. It is scary, but it is also strange, and yet both of them seem occasionally to veer towards the absurd. It's hard to satirize for those reasons. Some of the stuff you see is straightforwardly beyond satire. It would be out of date within 2 minutes. Everything is changing so fast. Wow. So that is really cool information. Dan Houser, co-founder of Rockstar Games, basically says making Grand Theft Auto 6 in modern times would be so difficult because by the time they got done making their game, America itself might be completely different, which of course would make things way easier to go back to a time like the 1980s, where everything is set in stone and where Rockstar would basically have an unlimited blank canvas in order to develop what they want because nothing would be changing. That is super cool. Now, following all of that information, things became a little bit quiet until a couple of weeks ago, where we started to get some more information on Grand Theft Auto 6 in the form of a couple of different leaks, apparently Rockstar employees actually doing Ask Me Anythings and discussing the game, and a bit more. So just this week, a Rockstar Games tester dropped major clues about the locations of GTA 6. This was posted on the website Glassdoor, which, again, we talked about in a previous video. You have to verify yourself in order to post on that site. It's not like Yelp, where you can just like write a review. You can be Joe Schmo. You actually have to work for the company in order to write a review. And they essentially teased in a cryptic message that Grand Theft Auto 6 could potentially feature 3 major cities and former maps in Grand Theft Auto games: Los Santos, Vice City, and Liberty City. And this would be the first time that someone had mentioned that all 3 of these cities would be potentially featured. However, this certainly wouldn't be the first time that that idea had been brought up. Ex-Rockstar Games president Leslie Benzies revealed that the team would like to have one big world containing all the cities in the series. And while that isn't all of them, it certainly is a majority. He said, of course, at some point we would like to have one big world containing all our cities and let the players fly between them and revisit their favorite areas. In that context, reimagining Vice City would be very interesting. We don't know what GTA 6 will be, but we've got some ideas, he said in an interview. So again, it is interesting that a couple of years ago, Rockstar and Leslie Benzies, when he was still working there, said that they want to have a GTA game that features all of the cities. And like I mentioned, even though Vice City, Liberty City, and Los Santos aren't all the cities, it is a good chunk of the main ones in the franchise. And that information posted by that employee on the website Glassdoor also supports another leak that came out just recently at the end of April. And this leak stated that Grand Theft Auto 6 would be coming out in holiday 2020 and that it would feature 2 big cities, Vice City and Liberty City, and that it would also only be launching for the PlayStation 5, which would mean that it would not be coming out for the current generation systems, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and that Sony was also looking to secure a 1-month time exclusive. Now, the last time we saw something like that was in GTA 4 with its single-player expansions, The Ballad of Gay Tony and The Lost in the Damp. I believe they came out on Xbox 360 like 6 months earlier than PS3. So that was crazy back in the day. So it's not uncommon to see Rockstar do something like that. It's just been a while since they've done something like that because we didn't see anything occur for that in GTA 5. It obviously didn't get any single-player updates, but we didn't see anything as far as GTA Online goes. The full leak says Grand Theft Auto 6 is going to feature multiple big cities which players can travel across. In the title, which will make you kind of a drug lord, you will start as a small-time guy in Liberty City doing odd chores and small-time thefts, and eventually work your way to Vice City where you will join a famous gang. You'll be tasked to look after businesses in Liberty City until you are brought to Vice City and soon become the drug lord. Rockstar Games has an idea about when they want to release the game, but the corporates want to analyze the sales of PS5 and the Xbox 2. This game can't come out for PS4 because of memory restrictions. We have 2 major cities along with a vast stretch of highways and Blaine County-like countrysides in the middle of it all. There will also be some kind of timed era between the missions with flashbacks. Certain shops will sell different types of items in different eras. Red Dead Redemption 2 type stranger dialogues will be implemented, and there are big plans in online with major content like newer towns. They are working closely with Microsoft and Sony on cloud gaming, which will help them enable online to be a continuous process. So again, this revealed a lot of details, a pretty ambitious game. And the storyline that we've seen so far matches with previous leaks, that it would be taking place in multiple cities, and that we could be going back to the 1980s when Tommy Vercetti was. They said you'll join a famous gang. We know by the end of Vice City, Tommy basically creates his own gang, his own drug empire. That'd be pretty cool to ultimately join. And if it wasn't obvious enough, it also seems as if Rockstar has massive plans for the next installment of GTA's multiplayer. I mean, we saw how successful Grand Theft Auto Online was, not only for Rockstar, but the amount of content they added, the player count that was there. And it seems with Grand Theft Auto 6, Rockstar has even more ambitious plans to build something pretty spectacular for Grand Theft Auto's online world. So up until now, that right there is everything we know so far about Grand Theft Auto 6. It looks like it's going to take place in multiple different cities. There's a potential that it could be going back to the past instead of in modern times based off of what one of the co-founders, believes. It looks like it's going to have some sort of drug lord, crime syndicate vibe to it, and it looks like there will be a clear focus on online, which again should be no surprise given everything we've seen so far in Grand Theft Auto Online and GTA 5. One thing's for sure though, I really do hope that Rockstar focuses on single player first rather than diving all of their resources into online. Don't get me wrong, Grand Theft Auto Online was great, but so far I'm really liking what I hear about in GTA 6, and it would be amazing if Rockstar built the story as incredibly as they did with Red Dead Redemption 2. But as always, I'd love to hear from you guys in the comments down below. Let me know what you think about everything we know so far about GTA 6. Are you excited? Are you not excited? What would you like to see different? What would you like to see added? Please let me know in the comments down below. If you did go on to enjoy this video though, a like rating would of course be awesome. And subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new, or you like daily GTA and Red Dead Redemption 2 videos like this. With all the way guys, like I said, thanks so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.